we saw teams head over to Masters Madrid, and Leviatán just did not have a good time. So maybe fixing up a few of those. We also get the changes like
okay, C9 on defense, Lev on attack. And we get a double sheriff on defense. How's the sound? Looks alright. Might put it down a little bit.
He is a demon with that sheriff. Oxy as well is going to be holding one to start us off.
Lev insta default over towards B, stacking harbor ults. Recon goes close as the recon that you can't shoot from sight. Clears yellow, nice and easy.
A slow push. They're going to get some space for free here. Pistol wall, pistol round, Sage wall is huge. C9 can easily gain the space they need, get that wall up, and really give Leviatán hell on trying to get back in here after this plant. See how
it's a nice shot.
There's actually no cove to be used here. It's just going to be the wall game.
Especially on pistol. We gotta pay attention to Zeppa. Zeppa is the VIP, and that is the big reason why Lev are fighting on site right now. They know they're up against the Sage, and they kill the Sage. No wall for the retake. Really nicely done from Lev. Just a good understanding of what they need to do here against the Sage. Didn't want to sit back, didn't want to let them wall create chaos and diffuse. Just took it into their own hands. Dude, the harbor wall lasts for so long. I swear, that was up for ages. Clean, yeah, that was very clean. It's good decision making as well.
Money's on the mind of Leviatán as we get into our second round. Rooney, Sheriff again, why not? It's just every time I think about it.
In terms of how they're buying, it's like it's a weird one, to be honest with you. It's like an old FPX buy, but with a Spectre instead of a rifle.
Doubled IGLing with Vanity, calling the mid rounds while Vanity is still at the helm with the macro. And to start things off,
this is nice from Tex as well, just making sure. Just taking some risks in terms of the 4-1, but the 1 has a ghost, so it doesn't get out of control.
Information on those extremities, but this mid push could avail. Give them a few frags here as they move towards that turret. Spotted out, but they don't stop just yet.
Sorry. Timmy saw a few, and all of Leviatán will start using a little bit of util and realizing that the A side is open. So this will be a pretty free play.
Wait, that's nice, by the way. They do their... So most people do their drone from, like, here. They did their drone from the top of pipes, and with that, you pretty much clear everything. Apart from, like, the box at the back. I wonder if that carries on happening, because in theory, this will get shut down by util. But if you don't know about it, you might struggle.
Bad to get that Blade Storm up either. So just a wait out here for C9 wanting to go down mostly to this spike, but they may get found out before it happens. So Leviatán grabbing the first few, coming out strong.
Yeah, and that's a big gun. And we need to see if King can get this in time. This one throws back, we pick up the guns, nicely done.
What C9 have in store.
It was nicely done from Mazino, just juggling the guns, making sure they don't lose anything into this one. Hey, Tex went to buy an op. Yeah, they buy 2 rifles into it, and we do have the Spectre as well. So really good bonus. 1 away from the harbor as well. That's very nice.
And in this bonus round for Leviatán, though, what's really important this time, too, is trying to potentially get the Reckoning out ASAP for Mazino, because that's gonna help.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, Desp, as well. And it makes your crosshair go, like, so much higher with the drone. It's just the fact if teams knew you were doing this drone, you would get annihilated normally. Like, people would just shock dart you.
A quick different look, right onto tube. They back off. Just trying to make C9 think a little bit here on their bonus round. And a lot of attention is being sent up.
Does he do the recon to back of yellow? Yes, he does.
They're going to dart, and it's
Bounce recon to back of yellow.
As they position themselves over towards A, so the Leviatán really
trying to mess with how C9 he was gonna do it and create pressure back of yellow, but because they saw nothing over towards the A, the call comes in that they actually want to go B, so now he's saving his recon. The original plan changed from the fact that they saw no pressure, maybe? Although they had full B control.
1 minute's gone this round, so everybody's trying to get into a position that would matter on that first blood.
Right here, important. The lurk coming out on the A side, the execution on B.
All goes in over towards B, a lot of pressure.
Boom.
Yeah, and it just makes room for this luck, and Tex has done absolutely great here. Pulls his team back.
They have full A side control too in C9. They're just gonna have to wait it out.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, they're playing. I mean, they're playing Icebox the best you can play in terms of like pressure.
So far to work the map, they go fast towards mid, which obviously is going to make weight. Thought almost pushing in here. Tex ready to defend.
And with that plan, Mazzino has a Reckoning available planet for a long
Damn, nice trades. Really good trades. A great start from Lev.
Something that's a signature move here for Calm himself, while the rest of them are holding aggressively inside the A side.
Yeah, and they might have to save on this one.
The next refresh, and that's going to make it even harder for their last two players of C9 to try to move inside A. Attempt to try to save weapons.
Too far away from the alarm bot. The alarm bot is down.
Looking for these exits to save his weapon, and there's that double swing. Nice info for Calm. Mazzino with the swing out. Moose cannot connect the shots, and finally does so until it gets picked off here by King.
Stuck the landing, got the kill.
Like he was able to creep by it a little.
Maybe.
Pushback for Moose there due to the positioning at the end. Allows
Maybe.
a creep mid, and a great round from Leviatán. Full guns now as they come into this low buy from C9.
He got his.
Up from Mazzino, so if they need
Yeah,
to be sure to secure this round, they can.
That
we
is the
already see
one.
what this slow play, this lurk is offering.
That's one of those ones where you know everyone saw it as well. You're the last player alive, you know everyone saw that one. I mean, he's not wrong. Welly, thank you so much for the prime. Thank you for the 6 months. I mean, yeah, probably might be nervous, to be honest. Here's a bonus round goes to Lev, and they saved a good amount in terms of people staying alive, so the money's great. Chance to get the money even better.
And a Viper Molly put there as Oxy starting to come online a little bit as he gets a shot right down onto King. So the walls are out in that sense, up to Mazzino and the Reckoning, so we may just see that here for them to get by. And
bro, Texas being the ultimate rat at the moment. They do 4-1 pressure over towards B, and he lurks onto A, and then this one on the anti-eco, he's literally just holding behind for people to push.
The first one now using him as a winning condition, finding first contact and gets a pick with the Sheriff is a great start for him on that side. That said though, Leviatán's playing this very cautiously. Reckoning being used against the eco of C9 because
yeah, and they want to just make sure that they keep their money good. They're close to a couple of ults as well. Dude, Oxy is solo making this round doable.
As much as he can from the top of the bridge. Yet, we have not seen Leviatán move in for a plant yet. They're just trying to clear it out first. Orb to come up, a lean towards the hallway of kitchen.
This is Spike, by the way. Loses Spike top site, could be a nightmare.
Just got a pick there onto Oxy, so that's gonna make it a little bit easier. Giuseppa finally came in from the rotate, running long range with that beautiful Sheriff. And now Mazzino off the plan is alone.
What an impossible round to win top of site. Nicely done from C9. Huge shout out to Oxy. First 2 kills and then just made use of the numbers.
Remember, the team comes in beautifully distracting, never fully peeking, but baiting out the peaks of Leviatán and never fully giving up the kills.
And they put the Harbor ult into it. They put the Harbor ult to just make sure they could win the round, and they still didn't. They get 4 upgrades on guns as well.
But Oxy started it off with that one.
What a shot, top pipes.
What a shot. Gives him a little compliment as well.
Definitely recognized it.
Radicals, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the 2 months.
Another one after that too to get them into
Good replay on this as well.
Oxy
Okay, Knives goes in. Oxy gets his op out.
They want a sight and see if they can get some hits here. It's going to be a push onto pipes quick here.
Tom is 1 orb away, so that's why they're probably taking this one. Rooney close as well if he gets a kill. Another B default, and C9 have pretty much been letting them have this.
This cascade being pushed up by Mazzino on the other end. So call for C9, it's safe for you technically to move out towards the A site to pick up that orb. Rooney is 1 away
And
from
this is the recon lineup, but again, this is worth knowing if you're a Sova because it goes behind here and it just can't be shot from sight and clears back yellow.
Now it becomes this game of how can Leviatán
even from here you can't shoot it. You got to be like real committed. It basically hits. That's a shame. Basically hits the little box on the left there that you saw.
A lot of what Leviatán did in the first few rounds got C9 disjointed from these early positions they're able to be safe in right now and feel good about the defense.
Exactly that, because you look at their positions too, a drone to look out at the 50-second mark, but they're playing passively towards this B site, but still in a position where they could actually add enough pressure to give a chance for the others to rotate around, and that's pretty much their game plan, it seems, in this first half to play on this B site. So there's finally the execution at the 34-second mark. Leviatán is trying to move in.
Big site again. Molly close. Spike goes in, just a normal plant. King's just fully committed. Do they expect someone to be committed? I mean, they should, but...
For this high tide to come down towards Snowman.
This looks like an awkward spot, but honestly, it's sick. Because he goes instantly down. You have so much potential to just own people. Palmer has his ult as well, that's why he's playing so far back. That is pretty much the insurance policy. Ult goes in, you would imagine the Sova ult goes out.
The wall comes out on the defense. Here's the Hunters here out on the attack. Nobody on the spike yet. But there's only 2 players left, but it's a 2 versus 2. Actually doable now. Icebox is low on HP. A tap on the spike first. The recall dart misses, so you're forced to hand, but unfortunately there's not enough time. The last 2 players of C9 had to fall back.
Very nice from Lev at the moment. I would really expect this op to go to Oxy, and Oxy plays top of yellow. They're taking too much B control for free. That would be the most obvious call I would see coming in, and there might even be a timeout to do that, and this might make it too obvious calling a timeout.
Very early, so there's 40 seconds of kind of wondering. We don't really have a way to quickly flash through either to break this wall and get into the next quadrant. So a little pause there was all Leviatán needed from C9 to make sure they got away with that.
Honestly, it's sick, and then immediately dies underneath there. Yeah, it is a strong pause though. I still stick to what I said.
Here for Leviatán is the orbs usually, when you're looking at this composition on that side of Leviatán on the attack, is the orbs usually thrown up and then you plant through it, but they somehow still manage to find safe passage to plant before and then use the orb as an extra obstacle rather to really fight against C9's attempt to flood retake. So they really got to figure out how they could work in tandem to really get rid of that orb ASAP so that they have more chances to really fight against, again, the double controller. That's very hard to get vision through.
It's Oxy really hoping he gets one of these opening shots too. That is not a fun game as an operator to be
that's what I'm saying.
I just need this wall to go down. I just need it to go down. If it does go down and you see Viper walls come up, you never get any angles and you're forced to push forward and hopefully find a Vandal in the fight, but then retake with the op.
Or at least see somebody in the early rounds, right? So this has been 2 rounds exactly that they posted him on pipes.
Okay, op goes out, and
I don't think he really shot it yet,
it's
so
a different approach to it. This time, instead of all of the util of Killjoy being over towards middle, they put the alarm bot here, so they want to try. It's a similar approach, right? But all they're doing is making this like a kill area.
They've actually gone away from trying to
just all of the Killjoy util to just help the Viper try and deny B.
Set from the attack side now. Leviatán is.
Oh, this is an aggro play.
Recon goes close, op walking. Like this change up, but honestly, it's looking like Icebox is very ready for this.
While the other 2 are pushing towards the tower.
Yeah, nicely done. He was fully on top of this as soon as the recon came in.
I was gonna say, if they don't come to you, you go to them, but Leviatán
Dude, Lev look.
ready for it.
Lev look very on top of it at the moment.
Forced to back.
Burrows, thank you very much, man, with the prime.
That is not a good sign for C9. Leviatán are reading just about everything they're trying to get a hold of. They're trying to position themselves for, and now we'll move up towards A here.
And that op is up for grabs too if Icebox wants to pick it up, but we'll have to see what the game plan is for Leviatán. Will they still want to use him to try to create that space? Again, double controller very hard to do with, and it gets an
that's a tech pause, right? What happened there?
Who looked like he was maybe staring at his radar for a split second.
Can't be a tech pause because someone's already dead.
Might be an immediate call to see. I mean, look at Zeppa.
It won't get like replayed because someone's already dead, is what I'm saying. You fell asleep? Nah, something wrong with the like monitor turned off or something. We'll see a tech pause after this for sure. I reckon he looked away, but even when you get dinked, your instinct would be to move left. I'm like real confident something went wrong.
If anybody walks into screens area, it's so hard to defend against somebody that's coming at you that fast, and how sure and confident Icebox is to take each fight.
Yeah.
You see A site having to be dropped almost each time here. And a big one here, Icebox as well, to open it up with a few kills and get him into sight.
Now you see the real value of the orb too, right? They threw it up on the A tower so that he can't get wall banged from spawn. A high tide to not allow players to run through from the spawn. And leaving Leviatán, they're hunting down C9. Trying to keep the guns away and keep the guns out of the hands of the C9 roster, but it seems to be okay now after this wall came through. 3 will stay alive as they lost 1, but they lost a huge op in Oxy. Thankfully, he has a Blade Storm to work with in round number 7.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can play a little bit more aggressive with that.
Man, that's savage.
Kind of the idea. You're like, oh,
in your buy round,
it does suck, but going with the Blade Storm next, a few more ultimates. They're trying to put every advantage they can into play. And some of that is being able to be more aggressive when you know that Blade Storm is coming up next. But what can they do? what can they figure out how to get past Leviatán here? It's been Leviatán aggressive A, then they went B a few rounds, so you're
He was dead
conditioned to
either
the
way.
entire
Nah,
map.
he would have
And then they played
it was like
slow. They
pixel
played
angle just
default
spotting and they would have
absorbed
gone
the
back.
push. Every read from Leviatán right now is controlling C9's flow of the game.
Zing Shi, thanks so much for the prime, bro.
Win
Appreciate the
con
4
that they have
months.
again
Thank
is
you so much,
trying
dude.
to put Oxy in a position to get first blood.
Absolutely.
But if he doesn't, or if they're not contacting into Oxy first, the rest of the team is actually still trying to use the utility around Rooney to work together, right? Find that 1 minute mark where those opponents could be. Once they figure out that the hit is coming towards a B site, for example, you're still kind of not ready for that type of hit to fight back behind those walls because you're still playing very passively. So you'll have to think here as we do have a tech pause. It's a PC issue that we're going to try to fix ASAP, but once we get back in, that's probably the conversation now for C9 is once those comms are up and they're able to discuss with each other what they could do to fight against Leviatán, do they want to play a little bit more forward? Because again, the cascade that's being thrown from Leviatán on that B side, what does Vanity do if he's playing B? He's falling back already. He's playing back towards Orange. There's no maybe 2-3 players set up to try to fight back on that
Lev,
area,
dude,
but
yeah,
although,
Lev are looking
despite the scoreline being 5-1,
insanely on
you
it.
haven't really had a chance.
Like insanely on it.
Really had a
They're good at this
really
map so
test
far.
out the operator on the B side rather from Oxy, right? So there's still some room to work with.
One of the
C9.
better
This is
Harbor
where
performances
the
we've
entirety
seen
of the
this year
game
so
does
far.
change. Round 5, 6, 7, 8. When you start to get
Can they
the ultimates
talk
up,
during the
and
pause?
things
Nah, no
can
one can
swing a little
talk.
bit. Now it has to swing very hard. So much money in favor of Leviatán right now in the credits that they can make choices. They can make aggressive choices, I should say. Things that put them in a bad spot by next round. But look for the trades in these fights where you'd normally play
Hydrate
a little more
emote?
cautious.
Yeah.
So that even makes
We
them
can make that
stronger.
animated as well, right,
And
Lexi?
C9 have to start to realize that. But yeah, you're right. They've got to get Oxy online. It does seem like that win condition that gets the team vibing. If this ultimate can come off strong, they have to get in Leviatán's face almost right away, like Oxy was trying last time. Because as Leviatán has been able to read the map, their
I think I can have
consideration of
loads
how to
of
move, how to flank,
animated
and where C9 is going to be coming from has
emotes.
been spot on.
I think I looked at it the other day when I was adding the new ones. I swear it was like 40, maybe even
Right now,
30.
as you can't see really what's happening in the state of the game,
So
though,
we can
really tell you that at least they have the blade storm
and get
to work
Pop
with
T
now
to just
for
go wild with that.
C9. Rooney picked up a Hunter's Fury a couple of rounds ago, but haven't had a chance to really try to use it to try to deny plant, because even Leviatán are not using like these last 20 to 10 second mark to try to plant, so you're not really trying to create chaos out of that. So
C9 doesn't get tilted after that. Yeah, it is. It's like one of the worst feelings as well, and the fact it happens like after damage is done, so you know you can't reset the round as well. It is annoying.
Oxy was moving up on that belt side with the yaw. But the thing is, if you're
It's one of the harder ones to mental reset.
Like
A PC crashes or something like this, or a keyboard or whatever it is.
So earlier we spoke with King about some of the role changes they're implementing for Stage 1. So let's have a look at it.
Bueno, hemos cambiado un par de cosas. Hicimos cambio de roles. Yo pasé a jugar mayoritariamente humos. Tanto Viper como muchos mapas juego Omen ahora. Para que Masino se siente más cómodo en roles donde juega iniciador, juega flash. Entonces hemos visto una gran mejora en eso en el equipo. Y nada, también hemos estado practicando mucho como situaciones repetitivas, como muchos patrones. Entonces estamos encontrando mejores respuestas a las mismas situaciones como en muchos mapas. Así que eso más que nada han sido como los cambios importantes en el equipo.
At Hamster, yeah, should be picking them up tomorrow if everything goes right. Why it's ready. Goka, thank you so much. You know what to do, chat. Let's get some Oiler Slugs in the chat. Thank you very much, man. 65 altogether, 5 right now. Dude, you gifted tier 2 subs as well? Dude, I didn't know you could do that. That's insane, bro. Is that a misclick? Is that a misclick? That's a legit Oiler. Goka, thank you so much for doing that, bro. You're a crazy guy.
Yeah. But now we have a chance to come back in the game and really see if C9 could come back in this one with the 3 also.
Did you misclick? It's not a misclick, you're just crazy. Okay, man, respect, bro. Thank you so much for doing that. If you got gifted a tier 2, definitely make sure you say thank you. Wild guy. Appreciate you, dude. Thanks for the support. I didn't realize you could gift above a 1. It's pretty cool. We learn every day. This is interesting because this ult makes a sound, but it hit the guy right at the back, so they might think there's people more committed over towards the site.
Even with this util.
So you saw the game plan, trying to keep the
Ult
res
goes
close
in,
to
so
Oxy
much
'cause he has
space
his blade
taken
storm.
with
He
it.
dies.
Dude,
He
I'm
still
telling you, the
has
harbor,
he used 100 spirit,
that's
tries to
mental.
stop him, but the Icebox is pushing towards the spawn. Long range battle, headshot
He
on
pops
the
knives.
second.
Oh boy, that's way too confident. That's way too confident for my liking, man. What was that? He pushes through the wall and he pops knives.
For one of them, the low buy coming in now for Cloud9. Icebox entering
Had the knife,
playground mode
had
for
the
a moment.
reload. Yeah, but
12
dude,
and
he's
2.
so confident that there's not another person watching this. I mean, the 1-for-1 is worth no matter what, I guess.
He gave him time to ramp up. This is why. Just floating around.
Oh my.
Floating around.
Yep. Yep.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't have to do anything when you got
everywhere.
someone like that on your
Icebox
team.
is hitting shots.
Wild. Turo the
Zombie
Maniac with the
comes in
Prime
now
as well.
and
Thank you
right
so
back
much,
to
bro.
fight,
Thank you,
right
thank
back
you.
to NC9
Steel
here
as
then.
well. Josh,
Silver
thank you so much
lining.
for the raid.
Still
Thank
a
you,
weapon.
thank you. Dude, where are you?
Gun round for C9
You got a stream set up there as well?
Once again online as Moose falls in the beginning.
Appreciate you, bro. Dude, I've been enjoying your casting because I don't tend to do the flaming here, but you're always doing the flaming. So, and you're on the official stream, so I can't really say too much. But it is accurate. I do like the
One of
the different
first
approach that you
kitchen
bring. I
wars we
think it's
have here
sick, to be
coming from
honest.
Tax. This has been covered by a lot of the Killjoy utility for Moose in previous rounds, but they've seen it now. They have the option.
Exactly. There was no KJ utility, but Lisa body to spot it. So Moose
Yeah.
using a lot of that util to try to find late
Still a nice
information
round.
towards
This
the
is the
inside
recon
reliability
lineup that I
with
was
the
talking
util
about
towards
earlier. They fully
and going
missed.
head-to-head against Tex, but gets a little bit of damage.
Fully
heal
missed
up
the
here for
recon, I'm
Zephyr.
pretty sure, unless somehow they got a way of shooting
Leviatán
it, but
are
I
looking to
think that just got sent to
looking for a
space.
double pump back towards the A side. Off angle held and won by Zeppa.
But maybe that
Immediately
isn't
gets
the
traded out
lineup.
by Tex. And
Big
here's
amount
the
of
late
pressure.
round. 20
We
seconds
have,
left on the round.
this stop the plant?
Alarm bot, double nanos
Oh.
gets the pick onto Tex.
Bro, it nearly got double. 17 HP.
With 13 seconds left, Calm low HP, attempts to go for a plant. Moose trying to find a timing, but with the cloudburst, gets away. Oxy with a knock kill onto Mazzino.
Yeah,
leaving
Moose
only
really didn't want to lose the round there. He was very tempted to go in and kill the planter, but didn't want to make it, the guy middle wasn't dead yet, so 3v5.
Recon dart coming out from Calm, spotting one player, and he's even going on a flank. So you're putting a lot of responsibility on Icebox now. Beautiful headshot onto Oxy. First tap on the spike, an attempt of a stick by Vanity. A spray as Runic gets the pick on the Calm. No
guys.
as Icebox gets the pick,
Okay,
and then Moose
I got
forward.
worried because it was him
Traded
after
right
that
back.
other round as
And
well. I
C9
thought he was
will get the
massively
defuse.
feeling it.
Moose coming up with a big kill there. Ultimate as well
WTF
for the
Rando
Killjoy,
Jen,
and
thank you as
yeah,
well for gifting
round
one over
8
towards
starts to
Josh,
flip back
towards
a
Still.
little
Thank you for
bit.
doing that,
Leviatán
man.
still
Appreciate
have a good
you.
amount of
Rando
padding
Jen,
here
thank
with
you.
4
And
rounds
it's
up, but
Guzu
this
as
is
well with the
Cloud9
Prime
feeling a
and
bit more
Bad as well with the
comfortable
Prime.
on the map
Thank you
now.
for the 12 months. Thank you for the whole year,
Also,
bro.
being C9's pick here, we see why Leviatán wanted attack. You know, you grab a handful of rounds, you feel good, you might catch a team while they're cold, and Leviatán had a plan in those first few rounds as they went from site to site, back and forth, especially
Josh,
bonus round where they go to
just because
two
you can do it on the
back.
main stream
So really
doesn't
cool
mean you
to
can
see
come
Leviatán
into my
start
chat
on
calling
attack
people
and know they can
frauds.
Go for the throat right away. But C9 is now trying to put something in action. They're getting more aggressive.
All right, Oxy trying to bait it out. Beautifully
There
done.
it is.
Breaks the turret, gets away so that Zeppa can get the kill from the tower.
We're on my
So Tex
terms here,
falls,
bro.
and that's an early advantage for Cloud9.
It's tough love, yeah, it's true. I know you know him.
They
We'll let
reset.
it slide, it's fine.
Another 5v4 round. We saw the eco round they had with Sheriff start 5v4 and they turned it, so spells good things when they do have full guns.
Spamming the mods.
Focus on mid.
Get the mods to get
They
him.
do have clear on A. Vanity usually has not been playing yellow, so let's see how C9 tries to play it now.
So break the alarm bot for Calm to start things off. Cascade to move out, and first contact, again, Vanity falling back here to play inside the site. They do have a lockdown to work with here, so they might let Leviatán
Recon
move in
hit
for
this
a
time,
plant.
they know that yellow is cleared. Just get a nice plant every single time someone's fighting over towards site. Lovely kill from Moose. Does King. I mean, no, he can't use his ult. He's miles away from it. Can they even get a plant
Bubble
comfortably?
being drawn up. King with the lurk, looking back towards
Hey,
Spoiler,
this is
wins
actually
that
very
fight
much
against
on
Rudy.
now.
Manages to escape as meanwhile we do have the plan from Leviatán. Icebox pushing forward, dropping Vanity. They can't get position
Massive
right now
kill
for
from
C9 to
Moose
get the
once again,
lockdown
by the way.
as Moose
Kill this
working all
lag.
the way over towards Orange. There's only 2 players left though, Mazzino and Aspas.
Ooh.
And those may be the only 2 players you need. The jiggle out,
Shot.
nice shot by Oxy.
Really nice shot.
Mazzino alone, headshot onto Oxy on a 1v1. Oh, he just Moose gets the
Whoa, how did he...
kill. There was an opportunity there.
How did he know?
to come back.
Proud?
But Mazzino still wins the Rebel clutch.
Yeah, nicely done from them. Big round as well. Absolute nightmare for C9 as well. Just win 1 round. Next round they lose. Been the whole story, whole time. 1-9. Lost
As soon
bonus.
as that happened, it
No money.
slowed down. Leviatán had a chance to then work the angles without worry of util getting dropped in. These first few kills, so good, but it just came down to this play. Boom. Rooney would have been able to come in and I think help reveal the entire site. Great job inside.
Gonna watch
by
APAC
Mazzino.
later? Yeah.
Cannot deny those
Yeah.
frags. One on Oxy and another kill out Moose.
Should be able to get a nice amount of sleep, hopefully.
Onto the Altorb again. It's been a handful of
plan.
rounds since we've seen this quick play. Usually it's just been Leviatán on the W.
Gets an insta heal. Oxy tries to run back out with the Sheriff. It is a lure buy for C9. And couldn't catch his opponent. With no more dashes, they're now grouped together. And again, Leviatán.
And they're more than happy to just put ults into these ecos. It didn't work out last time with the Harbor
Vanity
ult.
could be getting ult on this one, or anybody with another Altorb. So they have
Tanking
to
it a
worry.
little bit.
Oh, Zeppa actually got hit. He thought he could get in the corner.
Everyone running in to save him.
And that forces Oxy to swing out and lose the fight to Tex. Meanwhile, the plant has come down as Moose unfortunately cannot connect the Sheriffs. Dash across on the other end. Zeppa at least gets 1. But it definitely looks like it's going to be Leviatán's round. So Vanity has something to
It was
say.
just an eco
Sees the
anyway.
goal at the top of Calm, who
Nice
drops
round once
down
again from
towards the
Lev,
with support
not
from
taking
C8.
any
Smalley
chances.
trying to flush out Vanity, who upgraded to a Vandal. An opportunity to get things done, but as soon as the wall came up, the spray came across from Calm, and Leviatán have a strong
How do I
lead.
manage to
A
stay
great
awake?
start
Bro,
so
I love
far in
watching the
first half.
games, man.
Speed,
It's not like I
the
just do it
tempo that they're
for
playing
the
with
sake
on
of
these A
streaming.
hits,
Like, I
it
genuinely
varies
want to watch the
a little
games. It
bit.
helps a
I
lot.
think that's kind of what we got out of King, saying,
The
you know,
big factor,
seeing
trust
the
me.
same situations, but able to come out with a different result because they've been practicing the situations and what outcomes you might be able to get. It's really neat to see Leviatán have these little changes and make these rounds work. There's just about everybody going high on that one. Just get the plant towards Nest side on the defense.
Okay, another big buy round,
So,
and they got to go
round
up
ults
against
here.
the Harbor
3
ult and the
inside
Viper ult.
2 for
Harbor ult to get
Cloud9.
side, Viper ult to
Guns
win it.
all around once again. See, they slow down this A hit now. It's not as much control for that orb, just the cascade.
Poor Oxy so far has been guessing the whole half.
This is
of
nice,
trying to
though.
Find somebody with this op, sees nobody towards B.
They are just avoiding
Full
it.
Exactly,
info.
at least an early wall. To just try to get him in position.
Weird to give
outside
them a
of rafters
G2
to
wall
look
to
back
plant,
towards the orb.
but...
First peak to come out.
Ooh.
Does get
Bye.
the wall bang onto Tex. Reckoning comes out to be replied by Leviatán. Slow orbs by Zeppa just to slow things down. Nice
Go on,
shot
man.
by Oxy. As Aspas is trying to find some verticality up on the top of Jenny. Zeppa gets traded out as he drops King. As the advantage continues for Cloud9. Locked down to prevent the plant from even coming through. And this
Yeah, it
will
doesn't change too
slow
much, though. They
things
got to
down
back
for
down. Did they see everyone on
40
site?
seconds left. Good anchor
Oh,
right now by
they're looking for
Cloud9.
someone
Vanity
mid, so they at
still
least only
staying in
saw
position,
2.
expecting to get a party here. But if they can get a plant, there is Com's ultimate. It would seem tough to use in this case, but never say never. Vanity's going to get the first peak here as the
Oh
rotation
man,
is
playing
going
yellow
to
with this
2-2
low
for
time
DC9
is such a
defense.
nightmare
This is
to
a big
clear.
gamble, too.
They have a
He's not trying to
Sova,
jump
but the
spot into
recon
the
doesn't
lane
come
right.
back
He's just
until
trying to
10.
play a one and done and prevent the plant from happening. Orb comes up early. As Leviatán slowly scaling up for contact. The fight against
And that's
Calm,
the spike as well.
down. 13 seconds left.
Yeah, and
Support
little
out for
1-2 on
Moose
this.
top
Very
B.
nice.
And that's going to make
Okay, they get to
more
3.
difficult here from Mazzino, who does manage to get both picks,
No time.
but no time in the end. C9 so far, they get the third round, but there have been some very, very tough
It can
rounds to win
shoot.
on their end.
Oxy, yeah.
Becoming more cautious on how they're able to defend these rounds. Zeppa was even in a tight spot there.
Yeah,
as they
scary
started
good.
to hit A last round, but the slow they hit.
Still have
keeping,
res, we'll keep an eye on if they can
Aspas
use that last round. They haven't been able to get 2 in a row, but maybe they can for the last round.
From Oxy. Bop. Goodbye. That-
Next
it
game,
feels
I
like
got
that had just been
NRG.
tearing
I've got 2
Cloud9's
wrecked, man.
defense apart. They didn't let it happen this time, and it worked out so well that Vanity could stay, right? Cool, calm, collected in the comms. They didn't over-rotate. They lock it in for possibly an 8-4 here. Ops on both sides as we get one coming out from Icebox now. Early info. B long as the drone goes towards A. So Leviatán go back to a little bit more of this default. Comp.
One more. Close.
Oh, God, that was
And
close.
got between both players on the A side, but at least there's information there. And now we'll just slow down
Vanity
Leviatán for a bit too, 'cause
insta-pop
the
of
pit has been
Viper.
dropped
It's
down
a
on the
weird
B side
one,
as well.
though.
Leviatán, well,
And it's so
with
deep
that,
that
they're gonna
someone
try to death
could
ball towards
time
middle,
over
or
towards
to
his
come up.
right.
Who's playing aggressively
I
inside
feel
the
too
tube.
comfy there. He is just holding it, though.
Potentially spot first contact.
Holy,
Make that
three
first
people
three
facing him.
contact.
Yeah.
He gets mowed down.
Good amount of info. Everyone rotates over.
Very
Still got
defensive
Sage Wall.
position,
Still got
instantly
Sage
gained
Wall.
by
Still
all
got
the C9
Sage
members.
Res, and it looks like
See
they
back
want to
towards
make a
spawn,
plan
towards
for it.
Boiler outside screens, ready
Especially
to
with
get
the
retake
wall.
on both sides. This could be
We
a
can
res
see
as
it's
well once they
free.
clear
How
it.
much util do they use?
Yep.
I mean, he just checked it.
And I like it. Zeppa made sure he
I
let
doesn't
down
need
towards
to
bottom
use
just
anything.
in
Cleared
case.
bottom.
And with that res, Leviatán thinks there's less
Wall to
players
get
now
info
towards
so
the A
they
side,
can
so
just
they
heavy
engage
rotate.
very quickly. Tempo up towards the A site. 3 players from C9 already waiting for them, but that's only 2 now left. As Zeppa gets dropped by Tex.
Viper ult as well. It's the good Viper ult with the cubby over towards here. Can they get the plant into it? Aspas gets the kill. Molly goes down, so they can't plant yet.
But the sprays are coming. Vanity's trying to find a timing. Mazino solo on HP. There is that tap, the swing on the end. He does get that win up to Mazino.
Oh, it's a
Oxy
big
finally
win
connects
getting
on
the
the
plant
comp,
down,
but the
though,
spike
especially
still
with the
has been
Viper ult
planted.
up. Time was so
Viper's
low as
still
well.
up, so the
Pretty
pit's
much
still
all
up.
came down
King
to
is
that.
holding all the way back towards jail. There's only 2 players left now, though, for C9, and that's Vanity and Rooney. It makes that only. Rooney on a return in a C9 roster. On the top of the A tower. Trying to find at least something, being very quiet and silent. Forced to give his position away with the Vandal as he drops
Very
down.
nicely handled
Tex
from
leaves for
Lev
it.
on this.
And
Dude, this was a
Leviatán ends the
very
half.
strong
9-3.
attack half from Lev. They
Strong
really
half.
didn't make
Leviatán
many
correcting
mistakes.
any of the errors
Very
they saw where
impressive.
C9 was hitting them there.
I think that was
They
the best
just kinda
Harbor I've
hit
seen all
A
year.
and let that
As in
utility come out,
2024.
right?
Obviously,
We
last
actually
year,
saw a
Harbor
rotation
was
back into
pretty strong,
site.
but
Cloud9 didn't have any idea what was going on in sight, and they're like, we got to get back quick.
Aspas
It's-
19 to
the
6,
state
yeah,
of
he was
the
farming.
game was not being read well, and I think Leviatán preyed on that the whole time that they just had to know on this 9-3 first half.
At least in the beginning, sometimes they're able to get these first bloods for C9, but it always comes down to the second and third kills. That always comes in the side of Leviatán.
Yeah.
But at least
Harbor? I mean,
let's
I don't
toss it back to
even,
the deck for now
I don't
to
even
see
know what
they can play.
fragging he was on. I'm literally just purely talking about the util.
All right,
And, like, how much
so
they
we start
capitalized
things
on it.
off with a very hot, very aggressive Leviatán, and it feels as if, Bala, that this Lev team certainly, I guess, you know, they dotted their I's, they crossed their T's. It feels like this is a team that has a solid strategy here.
Yeah, I think this Icebox looked great at kickoff, and it looks great here again. They're doing a lot of very good things in terms of working the map. Their defaults are perfect against dealing with Oxy. He hasn't really been able to come online outside of a few specific kills, but I mean, moments like this, Icebox, this is the reason why we love him so much.
And you know what he couldn't do back in lock-in when he, or kickoff, sorry, on the Reyna? He can't do that.
Yeah,
he can't
I
be
always
out
do
back
that
with the
so
knives,
much.
going crazy through the walls. I mean, he looked for a couple of those aggressive pushes in post.
Neil, what's up, man? Tomorrow, bro. We haven't got him yet.
And the other players of Leviatán going forward in their post plants. That's
I'll make
really
it,
what I wanted to see.
I'll make it
on the
big
B
screen
side
once they make the
especially,
appearance.
with this Harbor comp, Leviatán were challenging C9 forward in every single post.
Well, now we have a situation here. C9 coming into this
3.5
going into half. What does C9 do to
or
get
free
themselves
free.
back into this? It
Holy.
does feel like when Oxy has those openings, he can have some impact. But right now, it
Neil,
feels
they don't
like
live long.
Leviatán just full
They're like,
control.
it's like 2
and
years,
The
basically.
defense obviously is going to be a lot different. You have here this attack from Cloud9, a very typical one that we used to see all the time with the Sage. And I think this is one where you have to have more control of an approach going into this, whereas on defense, it kind of was multiple different ideas going all over the place, kind of playing pretty passive on the B side in general. Here, I think you're going to be able to see them play a little bit more coordinated, and it's forced. So I'm very interested to see how grouping as a pack with Oxy in the
Bad
mix is actually going to
spawn.
enable him to get
Kind
a little
of, yeah.
bit more value on this half.
The tough thing for C9 is
Try and
gonna
give
be
him a good little
reading
life,
Lev.
though.
Lev are so flexible on their defensive side. I think it's better than their attack, or at least it was back in kickoff. So they have a monumental task ahead of them.
That's right. It's going to be an uphill battle, 100% for Cloud9 to be able to pick up the Icebox win. Let's go ahead and send it back over to your casters.
Jesus, no.
Thank you,
That's
GB.
pretty, that's
Indeed,
pretty
definitely
traumatic.
An uphill battle for C9 to kick things off because,
What the?
yes, there was some light at the end of the tunnel sometimes, but it definitely seems like it's crumbling here towards the end. And, you know, the last time Leviatán played this map, it was just Aspas waking up one day and say, hey, can I play some Reyna? And then they said, sure. And he
Like you're
popped off.
using
This
chat
time
as
they're
your
just playing
therapy. No.
Something more to their tradition with a jet.
Wasn't on
And he's
purpose,
also
yeah,
still
dude, I hope
popping
so.
off, so you kind of need Oxy to wake up at the same time.
Well,
right?
we could be
Because
checking
Bruce
in on you,
mentioned it.
man.
If he's going to be on point
Gotta
and
ask all the
awake,
players about your coaching style.
Aspas has no chance. against Oxy.
It's a safe space. Honestly, thank you for sharing, I guess.
Oxy this time around. Four of them grouped together towards
Anything else you got for us?
And Rooney trying to find the late info. He has a Sheriff once again. A recon dart went out early, so he has to use his body to try to find some pushes.
Neat little play here. They can set wall up at A. Cloud9 already have. They still have Zeppa's plant, giving them a little versatility on how they can fake 3 at A. So they got the numbers game for Cloud9. Once the wall's up and the plant's down, it's how they control the post plant that's going to be the question.
Is smoke meant to hit
still
here?
alive to just
I mean, it blocks vision.
and some goes for Leviatán.
Double block vision.
But
Of this.
But
But then you never extend further. And then you just have this as you can be on any angle. Honestly, I kind of like this. And then you pick it up, and then you have after plant, and then you have double molly. That is nice. You've got to pay attention to Mazzino at the moment, who has Cove. Similar situation with the Sage. Just Cove up, the fuse, create a lot of chaos. But the mollies are the one. Speaking of mollies, Moose also has 2. We've got a recon as well for Rooney. This is a very hard retake for Lev. They probably just get wrecked by after plant util. One molly goes in from Vanity. Another molly goes in from Vanity. Vision block. Do they have lineups from vision block? Yeah, I think the util's too much here. Very nicely played. And that's the one thing that wrecks the Cove, right? It only stops bullets.
Nicely done.
We saw a similar situation with the Fnatic game, to be honest, on a few rounds, right over towards A, where they couldn't break the util and they just got stalled out. It was a nice round from C9 though. Can't do too much against that.
Pressure relief, but they gotta keep frying here as we watch again.
And that's the beauty too, right? The amount of util that's left, double walls coming up, it doesn't even matter. Yes, it'd be nice if maybe your first contact like Zeppa and Oxy could get one for their troubles or something like that, but if not, they had that last resort for C9.
Jesus, chat, stop. Chat, I was joking about the sharing. I'm not sure this is the place for it. Holy hell.
Has an idea here of how the attackers
keep it Valorant based.
3 on A first time.
That's Nil's fault. You can all blame Nil for that.
For round 2. Doesn't matter.
Nice little flick there too. Great way to gain that confidence. Tap and tap against the eco of Leviatán.
Yeah, and that's a strong start for this one. We have a little bit of damage in terms of an armor rebuy.
Oxy opening up these rounds, whether or not they're pistols on the other side or not, just starting to get that flow.
Yep.
Give them those kills.
They're allowed 2 deaths, and they swap guns. Yeah, give me a pistol so that I can fully just run at them.
And not give up any alt orbs, so we might see some hunting here from Cloud9.
Exactly. You see it juggling around. Oxy's going to be one moving forward with the Sheriff to give him
yeah,
confidence.
and Moose needs to be careful. Moose needs to really be careful. This might be a step too far. As long as I at least like that Oxy's going close. So if he did go down, he could pick up the gun.
Running around and hunting. Tex just hiding down towards the bottom. And Elise is able to take down Oxy.
Okay, didn't lose any guns on this one. And they even picked up the Sheriff, so Rooney can drop this over, or he can just keep it into this round. Or we just buy, like we were planning to do, and just have a... Has there been any Imilad camps? Only in the timeout.
Just a little bit of utility over the side.
No raging or nothing yet.
Work with there, so Oxy not needing much in these instances. Just slow-mo death. All right.
Right, big bonus, and we just save the Sheriff instead of buying into this one. So money is really high. You imagine Rooney not even buying armor, by the way, so like they're really taking this as a bonus. Money is crazy good. What the hell is this?
And that's probably the position as to why he's
goes top site maybe for oh, goes back up here, and then they split through, so it would scan this. Yeah, nicely done from Tex, to be honest.
The rest.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Vanity stuck through though. He might get an opportunity to take down Calm.
And he heard him.
And looks back towards the kitchen, knowing that he heard the rotate from at least one player, and that's Icebox. Mazzino has to watch the window now.
Drone goes in, so they know where they both are, though. Rooney hasn't been able to pick up a gun yet. A good reposition for Vanity.
Oh, the jump peak. Very smart by Mazzino. Identifies 2 because that was the drone, so they know both are near tube now. big information.
This is actually a
gain there.
scary round. What do they do?
Smart play, so they can just play super back. Everybody's flank is covered. And Mazzino's making sure this operator can't be lost.
This is good.
Yeah, and now they can make sure that the swing is good after hearing the sounds. Mazzino did fantastic to get one.
Hello, Vanity Falls, and Leviatán will get their gun round, but you know, they still lost 3 in the process. Not too bad for C9.
So they're like, oh, Icebox has an op. Great. 22-7. Exactly what we wanted to start facing after we got a pistol in the second round here. Because that bonus
Not through mid there.
big
See, if they got the kill, if they got the fast kill without Mazzino getting one.
On this one made you wonder. You're like, oh, wait a minute.
I get what you're saying, Despolo. It would have been safer, but they also.
Yeah,
This is all question marks, really.
All right.
Now to break turret.
Ollie goes to middle. It's going to break the turret unless this Sova shoots it.
Icebox has freedom to fire from Jenny now.
Sova shoots it.
Turret, Timmy saved.
Expecting it. Well, that's a knee shot. Calls the crouch.
It's patience.
He crept under it, no way. Oh, they get there. So now Icebox has to play this one pretty careful with that draft or the dodge up.
There was such an early drone though, so they don't get the information of 4 players in the site. Yet Oxy still gets the opener. Mazzino trades it right back, and everybody else is brought behind by Viper Wall.
Alvaro goes in. They don't feel comfortable to plant. This means they can go spam the wall. And now planting becomes a real issue for C9. We gotta see some mid-rounding here because they gotta create pressure elsewhere. That's probably way too hard to take sight.
Insane to me that it's going to be the spike moving up towards the tower, knowing that the op is there to try to contest it.
Yeah, I think they had to be more patient. Lovely from Aspas here.
Another kill with the operator. Let's back up, denied by Moose. Gives a chance now for the last 2 players of C9 to move inside the A site. Still Mazzino in the back though. Another great anchor.
Moose in the 2v4 makes it down to a 2-on-2. Has to do it all. Nicely done from Mazzino. I mean, Aspas did great. I think C9 had to just either commit to the plant, which I think would have been doable because it's only a harbor ult, and the plant is like good for the after plant. That's probably what I would say there is just commit to the plant. It's only you getting stunned. Or once you've kind of committed and you haven't gone for the plant, they gotta make sure that they push elsewhere with some control.
And Icebox gets a kill on a wall, but he also gets killed back. The walls are creating such weird angles for both teams. And picking up a few of these frags from as we get a quick pause.
Anyways, you could buff Harbor for ranked. The thing is, it's pretty legit in pro play, so there's always going to be those agents like Vipers. Especially these wall agents are the main ones, the ones that aren't that good in ranked. I mean, honestly, Viper is good in ranks, but people just don't lock in another controller, like the reverse Reyna. There's always going to be these agents, some that are better for ranked, some that are better for pro play, and you can't really just balance them all for both.
All right, we enter into round 17, 11-5 here for Leviatán.
Double controller is rare and ranked. It must have been
dropping now with Blade Storm. He drops Rooney and Vandal.
It must have been more doable with Clove though, right?
That game point for Leviatán's pressure.
You got to play around those Blade Storm in that lockdown, right? Anything in your favor and your chance.
People still insta-locking Clove at the moment, or is it kind of faded off?
Give you an opportunity to keep the economy low against Leviatán if you convert this. And although again they have to go against.
Okay, timeout goes in, massive round, especially considering the econ, right? We've won this round, so this would be a reset. So these two, well, these 3 can't buy. To be honest, 1-9, they would have 2-9. So C9, it's still doable. Lev are probably playing too good, but it is still doable. This is actually gonna hit this time.
Molly up. Goodbye this time. Very cool. Take out the turret. We've seen a few of those as well going towards kitchen and KO plays.
Bro, their confidence is just so high. What was the cue to swing here?
You're gonna take it any day there for Tex. So
did I miss a recon or something?
The Star Duel is down once again for C9.
Coming back.
Blade Storm no go for this one. Still towards A. They can hit, but it's going to be tough. Zeppa gets a plant here. They can get res up, but it's so far away. Don't even know if it becomes an option. 1 minute left on the round, and Lev's happy to let him take the site with 4 for the full retake.
And you talked about that kill that could activate an important ult for Leviatán, and that's Tex. So they actually
have a plant. Zeppa gets ult.
Against Moose's initiated lockdown on this A site.
One goes in. Do they just go for a G2 plant, or they try and get a more site control?
To get the plant down.
Site control.
They have to play
Zeppa
forward.
has res.
C9 have to
Does
play
he go
forward at
all the
least
way
with that
around to bottom and
lockdown.
middle? It's at least
Initially to go
tempting.
off if they
Because
can
Tex
pressure
has
it.
ult
Mazino's
though.
low, the swing
There it
is
is.
Whoa,
beautiful
Tex
by
no longer
Vanity,
has ult.
but
Lovely
instantly
kill
traded
from
out by
Vanity.
Mazino. Here comes the cavalry.
Definitely
Rotate
worth in
over
terms
from
of the trade.
Icebox. Weighted by Leviatán on the top of the heavens. Zeppa almost got a pick there, but once again, too far.
Oh.
And on an island, cannot
Did
res
great.
any of his teammates, so he falls. But at least takes
Common
one down with
Mazino
him.
low.
Rooney trying to find his
play.
own timing. Here's a rotate coming out.
A really
The
big
dome
play.
coming up as well. Swinging across, gets that pick, but again instantly gets
Lovely.
traded out
I'm
by
telling you,
Icebox. Beautifully
Mazino
done.
right now,
In the end,
like
fundamentals
silent
are
MVP.
there
Aspas
for
is obviously the
Leviatán,
MVP because
as
of
now
how
they
much
push to
damage
that point.
he's doing,
Cut off
and like
so
he
many
is just
sections
fragging
with
out of
these
control.
walls, again,
But
still
Mazino
having
is
the
like
high
the
tide to
silent
come in
MVP.
and get
Util's
whatever angle they
outrageous
want, whatever
every
fight
single time
they
there's
need
like a
to be
big
sure
duel that would
about
like decide if it's a
cutting
close
down
round
those
or not, and
options
he's
for
winning it
C9 to
out.
get back in.
I think he's playing so well right now.
Three in a row there, that last one being a post plant. Leviatán doing a great job of either just stalling C9 or being able to get these retakes. Just the trades instantly behind each other.
Nice, boys. Well, nice. Get up, Aspas. Nice.
Team is pumped up.
Yeah, they level look
Let them know
really
they
good.
got this one
Really, really
and
good.
wrap up this
25
map
to
in one
8.
more round. Quick forward play. This has been the setup for C9. This 4-1, a little bit of a lurk here from Moose, able to be on the right side of the map. And your power
Aspas
four
said, dude, the
here
ACS
is
must be
going
through the
up.
roof.
They're gonna meet
The
a
high,
bot right
might even be a
away.
high
The
400.
stack from Leviatán really playing retake on a site if they wouldn't be.
This is looking good for C9.
And especially when
Go
they
over
knew
towards
from
the
pit
site
round
where
what
there's
C9 does,
only
right?
one
Util
person playing
on both
delay.
lines.
Molly
They'll just
goes
use a
in,
lockdown
smoke
orange
goes
and that
up,
denies
everyone's
all that
really
Util
far away.
towards green. So
Tex
stacking on the
has
inside to play the retake towards B.
Killjoy
Yeah,
ult
makes
for
sense right now
retake
as
though,
C9
so do they
goes
try
for
and
the
play
fight now.
fast? Keep an eye on the luck that is ready to shoot it if it goes down
Any
across this
time.
wall. Try and see it from this angle.
Heels coming through as they get out of the Viper.
Seems like
Yeah, and
C9
they're all just playing a
realizes
little
this
bit more aggro,
So
right?
they
The
have to
plan,
fight
because they
against
have the
Leviatán
Killjoy
from
ult,
behind the
is
siege wall.
very much in
Our
play.
drone comes out. It's going to spot 2 players there just under the tower, and Leviatán starts moving in. Oxy still gets the first pick. They want to Tex, so that's locked down, denied. A second one through, dashing forward, trying to find a third. There is support from top and bottom. Does get the third before he
That's
falls
lunacy.
flanking. Advantage still for
He's
Cloud9.
very calm in that
Brainstorm out for
situation.
Icebox. The lurk from Moose with the Guardian, but traded out by Vanity at least. And this will be all that they wrote now for Leviatán. Aspas trying to fall back and save his operator, but C9 will get the round.
Okay, nice. Good round for a good round from C9. Definitely, I liked how they played. They just went close because of the ult. And then Oxy's just a beast.
Collecting that. Great job on the
Attack
take.
op.
A bit of a struggle
Sova
towards the end.
ult,
Yeah, everybody
Viper
going
ult,
down in
res
these
still.
battles as it seems. But Cloud9 not hesitating to get back in. Oxy swinging through with the 3K there. Exactly. what
Yeah,
they need
right.
for
It
the
wasn't
play.
great. It wasn't great timing for that.
Almost back up the Bladestorm 3 ults here. For
I was gonna let it
Cloud9.
slide.
It's not going to be that 4 towards B, 1 towards A. Everyone's stacked here, but it is going to be a stack for Leviatán. At the other side now.
Another round of avoiding the
C9
full
getting
pass
the
and
read
stack.
they want, the retakes
And
aren't
they go
working
super
for
fast
Leviatán
on it
as
as well.
much. This could be a bit of a comeback, but we'll see.
Imagine he gets one.
Could get one, will be nice. They'll get one.
Yeah.
Almost a second one.
So
At
close
least
to
that,
getting the
makes it a
second.
little bit of expensive.
Yeah,
You
Rez
definitely
goes
see
in on this
that
one.
You've wasted a lot, or had
Just
to
need to
use
get
a lot
every
of
single
resources
round.
right now for Cloud9. That's a Hunter's Fury and a Rez against a Thrifty from Leviatán.
So much. I mean, they save Lockdown and Reckoning just for another round, right? Round 7 of, or I'd say round 20. I would say
Unless they
C9
feel
round 7
confident.
win.
Unless Aspas pops out for the Guardian, but yeah, definitely at this point now, both of them falling down, so no ults available. There's the shots that came a little bit too late. Third kill comes through. It continues to be very expensive right now for Cloud9. Snakebite lineup with the orb. The tap on the spike keeps him at bay. And Vanity has to push forward now because he doesn't have any more orbs. Wall on a defense. The spray. Aspas gets the pick. It's halfway. And Rudy has to get
Holy, he
picked off.
actually
Headshot.
had to hit it. How on earth did that become so close?
Oh, the gas going down right in time.
It was so close.
For the shot
That
to
was
be
insanely close.
made. Oh, you thought it was safe there. Calm looked like he had it. And saved King on the defuse. 4 ultimates ready. This is what I meant. Like, that round was so close on the retake. This one, they are just going to overload whatever site C9 takes, as we see Zeppa holding it off. But that shot from Rooney, able to Red Bull clutch that round.
Aspas 1 away from the 30. 9 deaths as well. It's 29 to 9. That's so stupid.
Rooney coming back as if he's
smart.
never left, right? Great shots on the Sheriff, great shots with the op.
Oh, the Jets
Timing on
reading
this as
each
well.
other.
There's the
Barrel
30.
gun a little bit too long, so Aspas is ready for that.
He's
Dash
going
back to
forward.
looking for a second kill, and
His
C9
dash has
not
run
looking
out
to
and he's
bring it
going
back.
forward.
All 4 of them
Drone
trying
to
move
help him
forward
out.
towards this B side. Al drone even to clear towards the front, allowing even Aspas to pick up the op if he wants to. But instead, he'll cut rotates, pinning the rest of C9 towards this
This is a
B
big
side.
kill if they get at Harbor.
Zeno has to jiggle to find that info. And here's the Hunter's Fury coming out here now on the defense.
Guys,
With
is
the
it
contact
done, right?
onto Rooney. That's one to fall. Reckoning even slow down the push. Zeno gets the perfect read. The wall comes down. The swing out from Zeppa. Nice little flick. Gives a little
Okay,
bit
with
of
that
hope
kill,
now
they can
for C9
plant.
to enter
Killjoy's
this
still
B
alive.
side. Remember, these
Aspas
zones
has
coming
1
out of the
smoke for
defense.
the alarm
It
bot
doesn't
if he
matter for
goes
this flat map,
slow.
'cause they have to lock down on the
I mean,
damage
honestly,
from
the
Hex
alarm
2.
bot's in the
So
cubby.
winning condition for
Oh
C9.
no.
Try to take down 10.
Oh no.
As well with the lurk. There's the ult first.
Just reaches the
But they
outside,
go
know
past
what
him.
portion
This
of
is
the ult he's
wild.
got
There's only
in.
1 kill for him to get now. It's not too bad, and he's in the Viper ult.
Wait, Aspas is going to call it at least. There's a snake bite into the pit. Aspas looks back.
Yeah, and he's like, well, I can get more. Yeah,
Yeah,
not the best plant. Got to hit this molly, but then at the same time, it's probably getting shot. Yeah, nicely done from Lev. Honestly, very impressive from Lev. They looked fully on top of this. Aspas ends on what, 31? 31 to 9.
Cloud9 for the most of this Icebox map, finding ways to route them